Welcome to Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You
hey.
rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown our podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. 5 total strangers, the 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach and Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones hold the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, I'm out to the south. From the cover athlete to the yeet of the week. We got what you need, we dropping what's hot in the streets. From copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. When gossip and tea, let Kimberly pull you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. It is. Is it really Wednesday? Okay, it's Wednesday. It's the last Wednesday in August. We are finishing the 8th month of the year. Can y'all believe that? We're really about to roll into September. Okay.
Yeah, why can't we see your eyes though? What's up with that? You'll never have your head down like that. Is that something you want to tell the nation? I'm just saying.
Back to the back. Got us some.
Things sound real low.
That's the kind of girl that I am. Even though my hat is not to the back. Yeah, I don't have on any makeup today. I'm still recovering. But we'll talk about that a little later. So I gotta keep my eyes low. I had a meeting today at work. I was like, how y'all doing today? All right. So again, it is Wednesday, August 30th, and we are joining you live. Are y'all excited? Is everyone excited?
I mean, you not excited as that little head now you just did. What the heck was that?
I told y'all. I mean,
I'm excited.
If I close my eyes right now, I'll probably be like, You know how them little old ladies get to humming right before they fall asleep? All right, this is episode 195 and Drizzy Hendrix. But before we get into all of that, let's do some introductions. B. Jones, I don't know what it is you have on over there, but I'm liking it. What is that?
This is olive. No, I'll just play. This is military green. This is my shout out to. Is it Memorial Day that's coming or Labor Day? It's Labor Day, right? Labor Day. Yeah, whatever. I just decided to throw this one on.
Memorial Day is in May.
Yeah.
Memorial
Day. Good one. So I decided to put this one on. So that's what we're gonna roll with tonight.
Okay, well, it's fancy and special. I like that. Okay, all right. Head coach, you got on your black as usual.
Yes, I do. It's just so glad to be here with y'all today. It's been a week. It felt like it's been a month.
Yeah.
But just to see Gemini Jones and Ms.Manhattan, my day is made.
What does KT want?
Right. He's so full of it.
I can't be happy to see y'all?
No.
Damn.
It's a little weird.
No. Yeah, exactly. Ms.Manhattan, how you feeling this evening?
Look, I'm with KT. I'm about to say the same thing. Today, this week, it's been hell. Hell.
Well,
I'm happy.
I didn't say mine was hell though. I said I was great to see y'all.
No, I'm saying my day and my week has been crazy hell, but I'm happy to see y'all. So
okay, all right. Well, I'm doing all right myself. Just bear with me tonight.
It's kind of slow for you right now, so we understand.
All right, so this is 195, and we are honoring Drake, one of Ms.Manhattan's favorite artists. So, are you gonna do the read this evening, or? KT?
You know I got it.
I didn't know. She might have put in a special request. Wasn't sure.
Just because she's wearing glasses don't mean that she's gonna do something like that to read. I mean, come on.
All right, well, take it away, sir.
Drake has captivated audiences around the world. His ability to seamlessly blend hip-hop, R&B, and pop has earned him numerous awards and record-breaking achievements. With hits like Hotline Bling, One Dance, and God's Plan, he has solidified his status as a cultural icon. Drake's music speaks to generations, resonating with themes of love, success, and vulnerability. His unique sound and influence will continue to shape the trajectory of modern music for years to come. So join us as we raise our glasses to honor Drake.
Hey.
All right. Hey, Drake. So let me just say, I feel like Drake has had one amazing glow up. Because when he was on
Degrassi,
he was not draking. He was definitely not draking. And like when he first came out, you know, as a rapper, I was like, oh, okay. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, okay. I see you trying to get a little muscles and get the yeah. Okay.
See, I'm gonna tell you something. That's what money do. That's what money was able to afford him that look.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
I think so. I think he's able to get the best dietitians, the best trainers. He's able to look the best barbers. I mean, every resource he has is at his fingertips to make himself look phenomenal.
Or just money. Like you said, money made people look better, period, though.
And then not to mention, it's just that star status.
Yeah.
I know some other people with money. They still ugly.
Some people gonna just, you know, that dude could be, you know, just because he Drake.
Yeah, stop, Ms.Manhattan.
So I've told y'all this before. Like, Drake is cute, but he's not really like my type. Like, I just want to be friends with him. Like, let me work for him.
Ms.Manhattan, I almost called you your government name. You know good and well. Talking about I just want to be friends. Gemini, do you believe that?
I do just want to be that man's friend. I couldn't be his girlfriend. There's no way. I would hurt him and whoever.
I could be for a minute, for about just long enough to get what I need to get, and then I mean, you know, he move on real quick anyway. So I know
I'll cap.
Yeah.
I'll cap on that.
I'm a forever girl. So look, let me be your friend. Let me work for you. Get him in with Pam, and then let Pam get what she wants, and then I'm gonna still work for him and make that money.
There is no way that you will be able to just work for Drake and he just see you as a friend. I'm sorry.
I agree, KT.
Yeah, at least one time, KD.
Oh, he gonna have to. I'm just being real with you.
He gonna tap at least one time. Tap.
I mean, we still kind of upset with you over Dak Prescott.
Guess what?
No, y'all are so funny, but no, me and Drake, we're just friends.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Well, it is time.
I got trivia.
Oh, do you have trivia? My bad.
Sorry, queued up over here, getting all patient. That's what it gets me. I'm bumping my gums a million miles per hour, and then I try to just sit back in the cut. You know what I'm saying? And y'all look over your boy.
My bad. Going on with your trivia.
SportsLifeTalk t-shirt. Be the first one to get this question correct, and you'll win it. Drizzy Drake's was she just mentioned that he was an actor before he became a star and one of the fiercest rappers on the planet. I want you to tell me though, since we already know the name of the show is Degrassi, what was Drizzy Drake's character name in that TV show?
That's pretty easy.
What is it, KT?
No, I ain't finna mess up the trivia. And defeat the purpose of you giving a trivia question, I'd say the answer.
Put it in the comments.
I'll say that.
What's gonna be first?
Hello.
Do you know it, Ms.Manhattan?
I think I do.
Well, somebody gonna get a t-shirt. Let's see. Ain't nobody that threw me no words out there, so I'm just thinking it's a bunch of talk right now.
It starts with a J, right?
The first name does, yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Okay. All right. Well, now we are going to move along to the Playmaker segment. And so this week, who are we honoring, KT?
So on Monday, we had Coach Tanisha Lewis. On Tuesday, we had Kimball's state championship head coach, Nikki Smith. Today, we had Amari Bowles from DeSoto. She'll be a sophomore. Everybody knows about the DeSoto Powerhouse, the girls program. Tomorrow, we're going to have Cassidy Gladney And Friday, we're going to have Ennis's head girls coach, Shaylin Colbert. And guess what, Gemini? She played at
Texas Tech. Oh.
Where's she playing? What is this? It's the school you went to. Golly, UTA.
Where
did you get your degree? That's where. Oh God, I need you to speed up like 30 seconds. You're a little too slow for me today. Goodness.
My mom won't let me go that fast.
I believe you. When you start getting older, that's what happens.
You know what? Shut up. All right. So it is time. Are you done?
Yes, Gemini Jones, I am done.
All right. It is time for local business. And honestly, this week I have quite a few that I'm going to shout out. For those that don't follow me on Instagram, you probably should. No, I'm just kidding. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, we had a 70th birthday party for my mother on Saturday, and it was absolutely amazing. So I want to shout out the vendors that were used. The event planner was Natalie Sky Creations. I didn't have to lift a finger and do a dang on thing. Sis took care of she was worth every single penny, and I certainly appreciate her for that. The catering was done by Cravings Gourmet Catering. Carl was absolutely amazing, and the presentation was, goodness gracious, it was absolutely amazing. We had everything from mini chicken and waffle bites to shrimp and grit little cups. We had fruit. We had salmon and crab dip, which I forgot to get some of. Really, really nice spread. Carol's Sweet Creations. I think I shout her out all the time because she always does my cakes. She's wonderful. And of course, I have to shout out Justin for actually taking like 562 photos that night. Like, thanks, Justin. Took me a long time to get through all those photos. And our DJ, Rojo, he was amazing. And did I forget anybody, Katie? The venue, shout out to the Jam Box. Y'all kind of made me a little mad through the process, but shout out to y'all. Shout out to the bartender, all of that. So if y'all ever throwing a party and you need some ideas, please hit me up because everyone was absolutely amazing. I had no problems. I had no issues with anything. So shout out to all them people.
So how was it, KD? It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was amazing, and I liked Pam. Even though Pam, would you say that you planned all of this? Like you put all this together?
I did.
Okay, so on not only like did she do all the planning and putting it all together and making sure that everybody was where they were supposed to be, like she also hosted that night too. Like she was able to take her time from whatever she was doing at the party to hop on the mic, and everything was like it was like a schedule, and everybody stayed on schedule. So that was super dope because me, like either I'm planning or I'm hosting, like I'm not about to do both. But it was amazing. The DJ was great. He played some really good songs. The people next to me, I can never remember her name, but she was so excited with the music selection. People were dancing. It was just amazing. It was good.
Yeah, because my mom, I had to warn everybody. My mom was like, I want 70s music. And I was like, sis, we're not going to listen to that all night. We're not going to be doom, 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 doom. Temptations all night. And so I told the DJ, I was like, please throw some 80s and 90s in there. You're going to have a mixed crowd. It really wouldn't have mattered because everybody was dancing. Baby girl was dancing. Everybody was just having a good time. So,
well, to follow up on our last show, y'all go back and watch it in the archives. We talked about line dancing. Which song turned it out? Which song did everybody get out there and do they line dancing thing?
So I think that probably was the wobble, KD. I think it was the wobble. Now let me tell y'all, we got to the Tamia dance. Now, B. Jones, you don't know this, but on the 4th of July, KD and KT came over and we were practicing. KT wanted no part.
I remember. Y'all talked about it on the show because KD got a long pause. She killed the long.
Y'all, the song come on. Everybody, it was a couple people on the dance floor. Don't nobody know what they doing. My aunt used to teach line dance classes, so she almost got it, but then she missed one step and she kept throwing me off. So I was like, Auntie, you need to move around. So I was the only one pretty much on the dance floor doing the Tamia dance. I need y'all to learn that before the next function. But yeah, the wobble, I think, is what got everybody. I mean, I think even T was like,
Get in there.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, happy birthday to your mother. And
Thank you.
I mean, B Jones, KD, I would love to have a, Sports Life Talk shindig where she's the host. She's getting stuff together for us. I mean, since she's so good at it, just throw it out there.
It's a lot of work, and I'm sure a lot of money.
It's 4 of us. I mean, just saying.
I mean, I do love planning. I absolutely do love planning. I didn't really know that I was actually going to be hosting as well, but I do love the hosting aspect of it. I actually would love to get more into hosting, but that's a whole nother situation. But
we got plenty of time to practice. I mean, Sports Life Talk Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central. We want to go out and meet the nation.
I feel like I've outgrown this. It's time for me to take the next step in my career.
Well, watch this. Step this. How about that? Since you're taking the next step to your career.
Hey, man.
Deuces. All right, I'll bring you back. I'll bring you. Hold up. Oh, Lord.
See, you messed up the whole.
There you go.
It's all good. I'm going to get us there. Eventually. There we go.
All right.
There we go. It's like musical chairs. That was fun.
Yeah. Don't threaten to leave, and I won't do that.
Whatever. B Jones, so again, anytime y'all need something, just hit me up because I got the plug. B Jones, what you got?
All right, so for the local athlete of the week, I'm going to get that to Duncanville's wide receiver. Also, he is an LSU commit. Me and KT was at the game on Friday night getting updates, and this dude, he set it on fire. I couldn't wait till I got home so I could see the highlights of this incredible night. But Decorian Moore of Duncanville went out there on opening night of the season against SOC, South Oak Cliff. For those who don't know, he had 285 yards receiving, 8 receptions and 3 touchdowns. The kid was just absolutely on fire, unstoppable. It was at one point in the game, me and KT looked at each other. We were like, he had 170 some yards, and then like less than 10 minutes later, we get a text message like Decorian Moore just took an 85 yarder to the house. We were like, oh my God, this kid is absolutely unstoppable tonight. So we had the opportunity to interview him. So it is an interview with us and Decorian Moore up on our Twitter right now. I'm gonna drop it on IG as well, to promote his amazing week. But the kid is a phenom. He a 5-star, top 10 player in the nation in this class of 2025. So Decorian Moore, you are the you got next or the SLT athlete of the week.
Okay. All right. Awesome. And are we crushing this week, Katie? We didn't crush last time. We're not.
We ain't crushed.
I crush it just flat. It's just flat. We ain't crushing no more.
We ain't
you know what? I got a crush. It's not a celebrity crush, but I'm a crush on my mama because she looked damn good for 70.
And she really does.
Shout out to my mama, and she had a wonderful birthday, and
she stayed in them heels all night too, right?
She did.
Yeah, she had heels on, like, the regular like 4-inch, 3.5, 4-inch heels, and was in them all night.
Well, hopefully in the next 10 years you can still look like that.
First of all, I look taller for 32.
Hey, that's him.
I had to make it for last week. We had a week off.
B Jones, you giggling, you laughing a little too hard over there. Your shoulders.
I couldn't help it because it took me a second to kind of figure out the joke, and then once I figured out, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that was it. Did tickle me. It was mildly funny. Kevin, it wasn't really that funny. I mean, I'm just saying, you need to stop.
It's too late now, B Jones. You know what? Let's just move on to the kickoff question because I'm over it. I'm over y'all. Y'all.
Ooh, boy. All right.
So the kickoff question, since we are honoring Drake this week, we are going to ask a twofold question. What is your favorite Drake song or album? And then what is your favorite Drake collaboration? So, Ms.Manhattan, you look like you already got your answers ready. So what is your favorite? Do you have a favorite song or just a whole album that you like?
Okay, so for me, it's album. Of course, I have like a bunch of favorite songs, but if I'm going with the album, it's gonna be More Life. That album is a banger from start to finish, and the way that it ends with "Do Not Disturb," and he's like, I'm gonna save the rest for for the summary, and then he ended up coming out with something the year following, which was 2018. So that was my favorite album. Favorite collab. I always enjoy his collabs with Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. They have a few songs. Truffle Butter is the one that first comes to mind. But I really, really like when they collab together. So.
Okay. B. Jones.
Man, I'm trying to think of which song I want to go with. I don't know, but it was a song on his first album, and I don't know the name of the song, but it was him singing. It was like a girl in the mirror. I don't know why I can't think of the name of the song, but it was a dope song. And I'm gonna go with
on the first album
when he first came out. Let me see if I can find that song real quick.
Wait, was it the album, the Black album with like the hearts falling into the air, or is it the first album, Thank Me Later?
I don't Thank Me Later. I think it was on Thank Me Later, but hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, let me see. It was called Shut It Down. Cause we're going down, yeah. And he was talking about the girl in the mirror looking good, getting herself ready to go out on the night of the town. And girl, you go shut it down. Yeah, that was my favorite Drake song of all times. And that was when I first realized I was like, okay, this dude is off the chain. But in that album, Thank Me Later would be my favorite Drake album as out of them all. Now, my favorite collabo, still going bad on them anyway. Hey, with Meek Mill. When him and Meek Mill did that track, I thought it was a dope because him and Meek Mill had just got finished with the beef, and then they come and they do that track. I just thought that was super dope.
That was a good one too.
Okay, KT.
Okay, I'm gonna go my favorite song. I'm gonna go The Real Her, and that features Andre, 3 Stacks, Andre 3000. My favorite collab. It was gonna be Only, but KD said pretty much anything with all them, so I had to go different. I'm gonna go In the Morning with J. Cole.
Oh, that is a good one.
Can I hit it in the morning?
Oh, I gotta listen to that when we get off here. That's a fire song too.
Yeah, that's right. Can I hit it in the morning? Hey, that song go hard. Turn it on right now.
Wow. Okay.
It's when Drake be rapping it. He be rapping. And then he all of a sudden he's singing, "Can I hit it in the morning?" Y'all know that part.
Well, he's not even like rapping. It's like cool talking, like just smooth talking.
You summertime.
Like,
Hey, Pound Cake. Who said Pound Cake? Somebody said Pound Cake in the chat. Pound Cake.
That was gonna be. So let me do mine real fast.
Yeah, my bad.
It's actually a collab, but it's still my favorite song. The Jay-Z Cake. That's my favorite Drake song. And then my favorite collab, y'all, the one with Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. Hey, Pound Cake
right there.
Between Pound Cake and Jimmy Brooks or Jimmy Crooks. Jimmy Cooks. And that was the answer to the thing. Jimmy was the first name, but y'all don't know the last name. But that song, them the 2 hardest Drake beats out there. Because that Jimmy Cooks and that Pound Cake, them beats, I could just sit back and listen to them and get ready to go on the show.
Right.
Ooh,
right. I love me some Pound Cake, man. Oh, yes.
Catch that freestyle to that, Pam.
All right, cool. So it is time for the Manhattan Project. I am so sorry I have not done the homework. But you guys feel free. I will catch up. I'll do it this evening. But go ahead.
Okay, so I started this show. So B. Jones was like, I'm giving y'all a weekend assignment. Here you go. Boom, watch it. No excuses. And the recommendation or the assignment was BS High on Max. Y'all, this show or this documentary is insane.
Yes.
And it's very triggering. And I'm telling this to you, Pam. So this guy, it's like, this is how I'm explaining it to you. So this guy, it's like, who's he laughing? Is he laughing? What's the comment?
Because you said it's very triggering. I'm trying to figure out
bro, because so
who you been in a relationship with?
Exactly.
That was doing this kind of stuff.
B. Jones, these dudes are crazy out here.
Hey, go ahead, go, because I felt the same way. I didn't sleep for 2 nights trying to figure this out. I told my wife, I said, baby, it is some crazy folks out there in the world. But go ahead and talk. Go ahead and talk.
KD, before you go, I'm not giving B. Jones credit for that. My wife is the one that told me to tell y'all to watch that. So carry on.
Okay, well, thanks.
I put it in the text.
For the weekend
assignment. Because KD responded back and said, or somebody responded back and said,
KD
says watch it. We gotta watch it.
Okay, so Pam, I'm gonna tell you like this, because you know you don't really watch the shows, but you gotta watch this one so that way you can side with me.
Tonight. As soon as I have to get the baby, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Yo, it is insane. So this dude, he's basically like selling you a dream. Like, okay, let's say I meet you, I'm the guy. I meet you, you don't give me no time because you've had bad experience in dating. Then you give me an opportunity because I keep trying, I'm persistent, I keep, giving in. And then I tell you, okay, I'm gonna take you on this trip. And then I almost take you on the trip, but not quite. But it's like, I bought you the clothes for the trip. and then it's like, then he tells you, oh, babe, I gotta work. And then you're like, what? So now you got all this clothes for the trip, didn't go on the trip. And then you're like tripping on him. And he's like, well, I got you the clothes, right? I put it in your mind that it's a dream that you're going to go on this trip, right? You just ain't going to go now. Like, whew, it was insane.
We got another episode with you.
But B. John, she was kind of spot on with that though. With her.
Yeah,
I'm dying over here with her.
So, let me ask this question. So this ain't about a high school. This ain't got nothing to do with sports.
Yeah,
no, it does.
The right way. So Kim, I don't think Kim is a battered and beaten woman.
No, what she did was perfect in the relationship sense. Yeah. But you go ahead, Katie.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. So
you have to watch it. You have to watch it. Okay. So it does take place, like it is a sports documentary. This guy had this dream about starting this team in this school and taking these young guys to D1 colleges, was promising them all types of things. And then I'll kind of let them fill in the gap. But one thing that I thought was insane is this man got PPP loans in these names. Are you freaking serious?
Hey, Kim,
I
would have shot me and did that to my son.
Yo, and then I had to watch it in 2 parts, because the first half I literally was like, oh my god, like this can't be real, like this cannot be real. And I almost told y'all I can't finish watching it because I literally was triggered.
Because he's a straight.
He can't finish watching it. I'm gonna have issues.
No, he's a straight a-hole. That's what he is. Be honest with you.
Yeah, it's worse than that, dog.
It is terrible.
He is a sociopath. He's a bona fide sociopath, and I wouldn't be surprised if I'm gonna go on record and say I don't doubt any doubt in my mind this man will be in jail within the next 5 years. He has no regard to rules,
no remorse.
He's a liar. He's a manipulator at the high standard. But what I'm about to say is gonna get a lot of people mad at me in the chat. And I know I play the anti-villain on this show a lot. I know I come and I go the opposite way for attention and all that. But today I am going to defend him, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I first watched this show, for the first 10 minutes, I was actually on his team. He said, when they came to you and said, hey, the school pulled out, you had a choice to make. Why didn't you quit then? He said, I got 50 young men who the world had already gave up on. I didn't want to be one of those people. At that point, I was like, you know what? I can feel that passion. I can understand you not want to send all 50 of them kids. It wasn't the right decision. Don't get me wrong, but I can empathize with a man who carrying that burden and want to do something for his community. Where he lost me, though, is the more Pam, I've never seen anything like this in my life. I mean, it started here and it got worse. And it got worse. They got this man running over geese in the middle of the road. I mean, they got this man whooping a homeless man in front of the team and then telling the kids to whoop the homeless man too. It's just the look on his face. This dude is 100% pure evil without any doubt in my mind. But this is why I'm going to defend him. And this is why I'm going to defend him. Y'all heard the dude say, I'm a world-class schedule maker. I've heard of Bishop Sycamore in different circles, in different leagues. This man that came out and said, I'm telling y'all, this is not a school. But he didn't survive just 1 year. He didn't survive just 2 years. He was doing this for 4 years. And the only reason he got exposed was because he went on national television on ESPN, and it was an absolute cluster. The QB1 mama was out there as a trainer. This boy writhing in pain on the middle of the field. His ACL tore up, and the coach and everybody just looking at him. They stand. I wish I knew how that ended, but this thing was an absolute mitigated disaster. Now, my question, y'all, is the world-class schedule maker who's working with all the big schools across the country, the Duncanvilles of the world, how did they not know that this man didn't have a high school? Okay, so how is this man sending this school around the country if nobody's paying money for it? And then we can say, well, the PPP loan. No, the PPP loans came in 2020. He was for this team in 2018, 19, 20. He was getting hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt with hotels and all kind of stuff. So somebody was paying some money to get this thing to go off. So how ESPN, how did none of these programs not know that this was not a school? Somebody was scheduling Bishop Sycamore.
I don't think anybody was giving him money. I think his mouth game was so phenomenal, like not fire, phenomenal, that he was able to make these promises and did not follow through with them.
Well, I'm going to say this. I got a feeling a lot of those teams was paying for him to travel with that team. I got a feeling a lot of these IMGs and some of these big schools, they were like, okay, we'll send you $25,000, $30,000 to get your team down here to come play. And that's how he was able to do it. How else does a team COF get down here to Dallas to play Duncanville or to play whoever they played here in Texas? Because he surely had no money. That's all I'm going about saying. But Pam, you got to watch this thing. They were feeding these kids. The funniest part, I'm going to tell you when I died laughing, is when he said, yeah, all the kids was taken care of. And he was walking around. They were talking about the food. And he walked down the hall and they got the camera on him. They got the camera crew on him. And he go up to a kid. He's like, it's nighttime. You good? He said, no, coach, I'm hungry. He was like, get that camera out of my face because this boy was on television saying I'm starving. I probably would have heard him though. I'm going to tell if I walked into a same room with him and my kid was on that team, I probably would have go after Roy Johnson Dome. I'm just telling y'all right now. He treated them kids as he preyed on black kids, bottom line. But I'm gonna let you go, KT.
No, you pretty much said everything that needed to be said, B. Jones. There's nothing enough for me to say. You left no meat on that bone.
And then it was crazy how the quarterback who you said got injured. It was very sad for him to get an offer to go to Grambling. But he lost it because it wasn't he spent a year at a
fake school.
Yeah. And that was insane as well, too.
But you would think, I mean, with Grambling, sometimes you just got to use common sense, though, y'all. The kid clearly got duped. Yeah. You know what I mean? So you just gonna hold it against him because some man fed him a dream and he went with it?
Exactly.
Kevin, I was thinking the same thing, but like I said, once again, HBO showed us a side of the story they wanted to tell us. How did these kids get their names on these hotel rooms? Was he telling them like, hey, you need to put the hotel room? Because kids was getting sued, eviction notices, and it's on their credit for being kicked out of some of these hotels that they was in.
Yes, and then on top of that, Pam, the dude hired an attorney to get these lawsuits cleared just for the attorney to file one big fat lawsuit against the man.
And they talking about $300,000 in lawsuits. He got 30 some lawsuits going against him right now. Like I just got too many questions. Where did the money from the PPPs go? Because if he had 50 kids, on average, it was 20,000 PPP per kid. That's $500,000. Where did the $500,000 go? Who saw that money? Where's the money at now? Somebody got to be asking these bigger questions. And then like the dude from OSHA, he talking about I'm an investigator and I'm telling all the stories. So being free or whatever his name, free, whatever. what you been doing for 4 years? If your job is to investigate, you clearly knew there was no chance, there wasn't a snowball's chance in hell that this was a legitimate program. They was practicing out of a local soccer gym or something like that. There was no chance in the world that this was a program. How was that no accountability? It's just too many questions for me. I kind of want Roy Johnson. I want you to come on our show. And I want you to come tell us your side. I need to hear it. I want to hear his side of the story because it's got to be more to this, y'all. It's got to be.
And then at the end of the episode, he's like, yeah, man, I feel a shift coming. And they're like, for the better or worse? Oh, for the better. Dude, you a loser.
Yeah. He was.
Yeah, he's
HBO made him. Hey, Gemini, when you see this, you're going to be like, if that person is out there, Lord, pray for our kids. Because this man is who do you call it that prey on kids and prey on innocent people? He is one of those. He is a villain in the sense of a villain. I'm talking about he taking advantage of anybody, any person. It don't matter age, religion. He will do what it takes to move things around and to manipulate and to disguise stories and do what he got. It did not look good at all. I couldn't comprehend it. I'm like you, Jim. You trip me out. You said you was triggered, but I couldn't stop thinking about it either. Gemini, please watch it tonight, because when you see the way that they got this camera on this man, he making these faces and stuff, I'm like, oh my god.
Okay. And then what is it on Netflix?
Oh, HBO Max or Max.
Max. Okay, I got you. All right, I got you.
Yeah, and then you got to look at it from like a woman's perspective, like take the sports out of it, and like I said, see if you can. I don't want to say you can relate, but like, if you've had like a similar experience of how crazy this guy is.
Okay, got you. Well done. Where did KT go? Okay, go ahead with the Manhattan Project, because I don't know where he went off to.
That's all I had. I knew it was going to be like a long segment about that. So that's all I had for the Manhattan Project.
Hey, Gemini, you want to talk about it again next week? We come back, because I got to watch this thing again. I got to watch this whole documentary again. Because the part that moved me, though, Gemini, and I guess I'll talk to you, Ms.Manhattan, is when Pahokee and them was telling they like, man, I'll never play football again. This man did stole my innocence. I hate the game now. I don't want to be a part of the game. And that's when it really tapped through you. Look, I just moved into her spot. That's when it really messes with you, when this big 250, 260 pound dude come on there, he crying, these kids got played over hard. And one other point I want to ask y'all, those who watched it. Kevin and I know that inside a locker room, inside a football organization, it's a lot. You're talking about a bunch of alphas, right? You're talking about a bunch of kids who kind of butt heads, and they compete against each other all the time at practice. How many physical altercations y'all think took place at those hotels that wasn't reported, or kids who was getting bullied up in that thing? Because there was no leadership whatsoever. Kids was running their own practices. I'm just concerned about that whole thing, and I personally don't see how this man is not in jail. I don't see how he's not in jail.
Because they say he didn't do anything illegal. That's the crazy thing about it. And
I don't think that there was any fights between the kids or anything like that. I think it was more him, because you see they touched on a little bit of domestic violence with him and his girlfriend. So I think it was like really, trusting this man with your child, and you got them around this crazy stuff. Not saying that they've never experienced due to, the background that they came from, but
when we go off, I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story about that. I ain't gonna say it on now, because we immortalize what we say on here. But I'm gonna tell y'all a little something about that when we get off there. Y'all just please remind me after the show.
All right. Well, that's all I got for the Manhattan Project.
That was a good one.
Okay, so I have a question. It is time for the Uncut Gem. So, let's see. I'm gonna just go ahead and spell it out and not give, well, if it was this situation. So, I told you that this past week I threw my mom a party, and we went through the guest list, and sent out invitations, and we sent invitations to, and my mom wanted them there, not my ex-husband, but my ex-husband's family, like his mother, his sister, and his brother, right? And his brother had just had a baby, so I knew he wasn't coming. Otherwise, he would have. But my ex-husband's sister, and his mom was there. Now, is that a problem if I am current? Now, mind you, Terrence is 21, right? But would that be a problem to someone new that I'm dating if my ex-husband's family is there? And like, why would it be? My ex-husband was not there, but I'm still very close to the family because obviously I have their grandson and their nephew and cousin and all that other kind of stuff. So if there was a guy there, should he be in his feelings about it or just be, like whatever?
So by ex-husband, is it T's dad's family or okay? Because you've been married like 7 times, so I wanted to make sure we got that right.
Oh,
I'm joking. I just want to take a shot.
See, I ain't laughed that time. It was mild, but I knew better. That time.
It was funny though.
I'll get him back.
It was funny. You know.
I said I was over here feeling sad. I said I gotta leave him out to dry. I gotta leave.
But now you're laughing.
You feel like that, man.
You're laughing now. You're laughing now.
B. Jones, you laugh. We ain't scared of her. But I don't see why he would trip because this is basically your son's family members too, right?
Right. Yes.
So if you're cool with the family, as long as you're not just, I don't know, even if you're cool with your ex, that's your son's father.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sometimes. Well, B. Jones,
you lost me with that one. Oh, you lost me with that. I'm not that mature.
Well, no, I'm just saying when you got a co-parent, B. Jones, sometimes you can be cool.
Okay, so B. Jones, what are your thoughts?
See,
your feelings?
Everything is based on that individual's maturity level and how they handle stuff. Some of us are a little bit more mature than others. They've been through a few things, and some of us ain't. You know, it depends on your level of insecurities in your game. If your mouthpiece right, if you're doing what the right things that you need to do to hold it down. Because if you're doing all the right stuff, then you ain't gonna be worried about it. But the reality is that's a big man. You a big man. You walking in that room, you an alpha for sure. If you're because you know. Let's just be real. Once you had a baby, that door won't never really ever close. That door, I mean, y'all say it closed, but there was a few drinks passed, and it was emotional.
That door, and I said,
I mean, possibly, but the reality is that it's still a chance. And the fact that the family's still there, there's still an emotional connection to yourself and his family, which could potentially put you in the arrow's way, right? You could be right there on the bullseye for that dude to just be like, hey, my mom told me you was looking good, you know. I don't know. I'm just saying it would take a bigger man to be able to accept those kind of things.
Okay, that part I can take that part. It takes a bigger man because, and then like on the flip side, you got to think of it this way too. I could know that my ex is very not mature. He's not mature. He's not the bigger person. So I can't invite both of y'all to functions, even though we have a kid together. So it's like, I got to choose. So then if
the ex was not there, only the family. The ex
we added that in there for some spice, James. Let's have it. We got you.
Oh, okay.
Invited though?
No.
So the ex wasn't invited.
The ex-husband was not invited. Terrence's father was not invited. His family members were invited.
That's what I'm saying. If just the family, because that's his family too. It's her son's family.
Absolutely. I mean,
I think the dude only got one play in this situation. His one play is to come in there and chuck that up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go in that thing with your head up high. You gotta chuck that up, because if you go in there and say something like this bothers me, or I'm a little bit uncomfortable with this situation, I hate to say it, but you sound like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You sound soft as cake mix right now. You can't do that. You can't do that. You got to be able to take some hits. You know, you got to be able to take some pride and put your ego aside for a second. And
if the ex was there, I could understand. Well, let me back that up. If the ex was there and the ex was single, I could understand being like, why is he here? However, the ex is married, been married for a long time now. I don't want the ex. But it's just his family, and that's because when I've had things for Terrence, they've been there. Like they've been to my mom's house. I've been to, functions and stuff like that. So, of course, my mom wanted his mom. So also, his mom lost her husband. He lost his stepdad last year. So, my mom wanted her to get out and have a good time and things like that. So, I didn't see anything wrong with it. And I'm not saying that there was an issue. I was just asking if there would be an issue to be around. Because now it's different for a woman. Don't have them folks all up in here. What they doing here?
That's what I was just about to ask. Oh my goodness, you stole that from me. I was just about to say, but flip that or put that on the other side. There's her family up in there.
Yeah, you can't do that then. You can't. We ain't gonna let you get away with that, James. It's okay for you. No, man.
Because women are different though. Like
why? Because that if there is any way for that thing to be rekindled and come back, that there's a possibility.
Yeah, but see, I guess I know in my mind there is no possibility. And I mean, I even me and his dad don't even talk like even about Terrence. Like I know that relationship is severed like a like a snip. So it would never happen. But then your ex-wife said, what's she doing here? If y'all ain't got y'all ain't got no kids together, why is she here? Why is her family here? Let get on somewhere.
Boy, you talking about a double standard. Good grief.
JD, am I lying?
Hey, the pot calling
no, for real. If y'all don't have no kids together, what's the tie?
The pot calling the kettle. I mean, good.
Have no kids together. Why is she here? There is no tie.
Okay, the no kids together, that I understand. But if the ex,
wait a minute, what if they've been around this kid for 5-6 years? They love the kid. That family got a relationship with the kid, regardless if it was born out of her womb or not. They still got a relationship with the kid.
No. I'm saying if there's a relationship and there's no kids, like they have no kid, neither one of them have kids.
So you saying that there's no kid? We're not throwing a birthday party for a kid. No. Oh wow, yeah, that's a whole different discussion. Yeah. Y'all do that a lot.
I'm trying to think. No, I'm trying to think.
I know.
So you're saying?
Well, I don't know what we're arguing about anymore. I ain't know what the discussion is. It went from.
Now we talking about no kid in the. We started out.
Now we got kids and ain't no kid now. She's single.
If I'm dating a man and he does not have kids with a woman and she pop up at the family function, she need to leave.
Yes, that. Okay,
her and her mama and her sister.
Man, move on. Let's move on because your uncut gems be just on point, and all of a sudden we about to start fighting. We gotta move.
What I'm saying is they just came to the house. It wasn't even a party.
Goodness.
All right, it is time for the drop. What, we have some new music or what?
Okay, no new music, but I have a question, and I have been holding this question for like 3 weeks. So, okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay, Lil Wayne. He's a top 5 artist. There's 2 songs, and I want y'all to tell me which one goes the hardest between a Milli and 6 foot, 7 foot.
Oh, I'm going to Milli. I'm going to Milli.
I want to go a Milli, but that 6 that went hard.
That was Corey Guns in there too, though. A Milli was just him.
No,
6 foot, 7 foot.
She's talking about just Lil Wayne verse.
Just Lil Wayne's verses, yeah.
Real keys moving, silence like lasagna. Ain't the one he said on that one?
I think on a Milli, yeah. Okay, so if y'all need to go listen to it, I want y'all to report back to me next week.
Yeah, I'm going with a Milli fresh off the dome, but 6 foot, 7 foot was hot too, man. Both of them
I'm going with a Milli.
I don't know, man. I may go with that other one. Because I think he was like, he may have been freestyling on that one.
He spit hard on 6 foot, 7 foot. And 6 foot, 7 foot was after a Milli too, so he had got better. So from that perspective, I can see it. It was a little bit more.
I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm going with a Milli just because a Milli was his come out party.
A Milli is cold though.
Yeah, Millie. It was like lollipop.
I'm a young money millionaire, Nigerian hair, my
Hey, that's,
I'm still going with that one.
hey, but it's like it was like Lollipop had came back, and then everybody was talking Lil Wayne, and he hit him with that Millie, and it was over. And
but the other one, what's the other one where he let the beat build?
It's called,
that one go hard too.
Let the Beat Build. I think it's called Let the Beat Build.
Man, that was cold too. All right.
Yeah. What's the coach's groove this week?
Bedrock.
Oh,
by Young Money.
Ooh, baby.
I'm trying to think of a song with all of them on there, and that was it.
Okay, can I say something about music very quickly?
Yes, please do.
In this portion, I went to see Beyonce Renaissance in Vegas on Sunday night, and my goodness, whoever her graphic designer, tour manager put together, I mean,
hey, Gemini, Cirque du Soleil would have been mad at Beyonce. Well, hey, I saw it on YouTube. The setup, it's a 75-foot TV type wall that throw holograms up. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. I'm not a Beyonce fan like that. I still, like I was telling somebody, I still be one of them cats that if I could have got like a $50 or $60 ticket to sit at the very top with a hat on in the back, you know what I'm saying? I would have been in that piece because that was crazy.
The graphics, she had this big circle, and all of these things happened outside of the circle and within this circle, and just the graphics, it made you want to can I touch it? Like, I felt like if I had been high at the concert, I probably would have lost my mind, y'all, because it was so many things happening. And then in the end, she came out on the hook. Lord have mercy. Now don't get me wrong, I have seen Beyonce several times. I saw her on the Run tour, and then I saw just like her by herself without Jay-Z, and those concerts were amazing as well. But this one, visually, like, it was absolutely amazing. Like, I couldn't even sing some of the songs because I was just standing there like, who put this together? Like,
quick question: did the Les Twins perform?
They did. Yeah.
Ooh, hey, them boys cold. Me and Kevin, we go back and forth on that. Would you rather be a singer or a dancer debate on the You Got Next show? And I tell, if you go see the Les Twins dance, you're gonna be like, I want to be a dancer. Them dudes do things totally different. Totally different. Them boys probably got control over every single muscle in their body. And I'm talking about they can probably make their pinky just do a whole dance by itself. They are so talented. Did Blue perform?
Blue came out. She said, I said, get it, Blue.
Yeah, she didn't got better. You remember that first time? People were trying to talk about the girl her first time. I'm like, come on, y'all.
It was crazy, yo, when she because she was only out a portion of the time. When she came up, everybody, like, you would have thought Beyonce had left the stage and come back. Everybody started yelling like Beyonce had just hit the stage again, but everybody was yelling for Blue. It was amazing. Like, my whole life has changed. Like, people are comparing, her to her concert to Taylor Swift, and I'm like, baby, that's so vanilla. This is Rocky Road, Oreo cookie. This is like the exclusive flavor of ice cream. Like, you can't get this nowhere else. I've never seen a show like this. Period.
Yeah, but people, they speak highly of Taylor Swift, though. And I'm not talking about just people that look like her. I'm talking about anybody that goes to her concerts. They say it's top notch.
Mm-hmm.
She even sang in the rain. Did y'all see that? It was a rainstorm. And she kept performing. Anybody else would went in. Nah, she put on a show for those people.
Beyonce?
You know Beyonce ain't gonna perform in those
she did in Baltimore, boo. She did in Baltimore. She absolutely did.
That was a Beyonce looking like. That wasn't Beyonce. It was a woman that looked like Beyonce out there. That was Taylor Swift.
You better watch your mouth.
I love Beyonce. Stop playing.
But I'm just saying, if y'all have a chance, she'll be here September 21st. Maybe try to snag a ticket.
No. If anybody got an extra $1,000 around, help me out.
I will live through you, Gemini. So whatever you said that's what it is. I'm rolling with you.
And I was rocking my silver. She gave out instructions. I had to have my silver on. I was not playing. I was not going to be called out.
I saw that.
Everybody on mute. I said,
yeah, but it was one city that they were still talking. I think she got upset.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like 5 seconds. Just mute. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Hey,
They come to your concert to mute.
Speaking of concerts that's coming up, Drake and Future with 21 Savage will be here on September the 21st.
With
So,
Future?
Where
Yep.
they gonna be at? Because Beyonce's
At the
going
AA.
first.
But I'm just going by Ticketmaster. Sent me
Oh,
the
they
thing.
going to AA. Beyonce at Jerry's World.
Yeah, I was about to say they're going to be at the AA Center, the American Airlines Center. So why would they have them concerts on the same night, though? That's kind of awkward.
I wish I would pay $2,000 though for somebody tell me to mute for 5 seconds.
Them tickets were not that bad, first of all.
Kevin, what is your problem with mute? Is she trying to create a vibe and aesthetic?
I paid you don't mute. You owe me 5 seconds, Beyonce. That's what you owe me 5 seconds.
Oh, man, you're a part of history. You're a part of something amazing. What she trying to show you the power of what we could do in unity. She's just the leader conducting, and she telling everybody, look, if we all peace be still for 5 seconds, we could do this. It makes something incredible. Because when it came,
I didn't pay all that money for 5 seconds of not doing nothing. You performed the whole time.
You know what? Be quiet. You're just being an ass.
I am.
Loophole.
You know what? I'm a mute for it right now. You happy?
Yep.
Goodness. We done ran out of time. We can't do nothing.
Do the damn drop. Do the drop.
Well, y'all already know what's going on. This is what's dropping this week. It is time. We've been putting it out there for a while. I got 9/16 on it, but they moved up the date to 9/2. So this shoe will be coming out this Friday. This Saturday. So make sure that you go in and you get your raffles in. I know right now you can throw your name on the Foot Locker raffle and all of that stuff. So the Palomar, I don't know. This might be the perfect shoe to come out with the Drake episode. So that's a sneaker that's coming out this week, and then the one after that will be the Red Cements, and then of course the Frozen Moments already came out. So they released those a little bit earlier than what I thought as well. So we'll have a new sneaker that's coming out next week.
All right, cool. Well, it is time. Let me let you got your stuff ready?
All right.
We got like 4 minutes.
We can still play the game. So, wait, that track. Come on. I know y'all get crunk out there, but we're not talking sports today. Today, the show is about Aubrey, Drizzy Drake, Drizzy Hendrix. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit of a game. I thought about, talking some sports, but I said it's nothing like being able to quiz these ladies. So for the next 5 minutes, you three got to work on the team. I'm going to throw out a name of a song, and between the three of y'all can confer with each other, whatever. But when it's a final answer, who going to be, Kim, are you going to be the team captain?
Yes.
Whatever the team captain says the album, y'all got to get it right. So we at least got to get 6, okay? We'll go through as many as we need to get the 6. And
Jesus. Come on, KD.
Here we go.
All right, let's go.
All y'all ready?
Yes.
Song number 1. Which album was this on? Nice for what?
Scorpion.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct. All right, here we go. Number 2, Passion Fruit.
Oh, I can see it.
No, that's the one with his dad on the cover. Which one is that, KD?
More Life.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yep.
More Life is correct. More Life is correct. All right, here we go. Marvin's Room.
Oh.
That's on is that the same one?
No, Marvin's Room is older.
Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on.
It.
Oh, it's
It's the one before More Life.
Take Care.
Is Take Care the final answer?
Yes.
Take Care is correct. All right, here we go. Way Too Sexy.
Oh,
What's the one with all the baby? Certified Lover Boy?
yes, CLB.
Y'all sure?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is correct. We up. Here we go.
Couldn't even get it right.
All right, here we go. Mob Ties.
Oh, KD.
That's the latest one, right?
I had to go a little bit more hard on this one.
I think
Mob Ties.
Scorpion. It's the A and B side. The A and B C.
Scorpion A and B side. That is correct. All right, last one. One Dance, featuring Wiz, Kid, and Kyla.
That's on the one where they're on the boat, right? On the yacht.
Control.
Oh, Views.
There we go. Views from the 6 or whatever.
Right? Y'all sure?
Yeah.
KD, you the leader.
Wait.
Yeah, it's on the one with the yacht. They're on the yacht on the cover. That's
it's
it.
not. It's the Toronto thing.
The tower. Yeah, it's views.
I think it's views.
Views is correct.
I got one right.
All right, y'all. That was it. That's what we're gonna do. All right, so real quickly, let's go ahead and we'll make our Super Bowl predictions and then we'll get out this thing. Who you got winning the Super Bowl, Gemini? Football is right around the corner. You know what? Never mind. We'll save it. Y'all got one more week to think about it.
Okay.
We'll go live next Wednesday or we'll record on Tuesday, whichever one. The season will start next Thursday. So y'all got one more week, and then next week we'll start the fantasy league. Yep, we'll start the weekly fantasy league up.
I think the draft is happening tonight. I was talking to KD and he looked on the league and it showed that it was for tonight.
Yeah, you need to change that time at 9:15 tonight.
I changed that because
I can tell you who wasn't going to be a part of that. Because about 9:16, I'm going to be asleep.
I think they drafted half our teams. Let me see if I can fix this.
No, I haven't started. It should be 9:15 instead of started.
All right. Well, y'all, man, I forgot to do my my video. Dang it, I forgot to put my videos in this thing, but it's okay. So
do it next week.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll do it next week. But I gotta do this one video. Let me see if I can find it. Because it's got something to do with the yeet. Oh man. You know what? I'll just do it next week since we're short on time. Dang it. Y'all just keep talking and I'll try to see if I can pull this up in time.
Nah, man, it's already time for the 2-minute warning. We ain't got time for you.
All right, let's just go to. I don't even want to give my yeet away because if I give it away, then the video will be useless.
Oh, okay. We'll hold it.
All right, I'll hold it till next week.
All right, y'all. Well, it is time for the 2-minute warning. Let's do some shout outs. B. Jones, who you shouting out?
I'm just shouting out all the football people out there. And actually, I got the video up, y'all. So here we go. This video ain't going to take but 20 seconds, and y'all will know real quickly who the yeet of the week is.
Okay, let's go.
Nah, it's taking forever to process.
Oh, boy.
Women's 100 World Final. The Jamaicans get out well. It's Sharika Jackson, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, Talou. Here comes Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri's done it. Sha'Carri Richardson has won the world title. She had to come from behind in the semi, but when it counted, she has done it.
Y'all know who the yeet of the week is. Y'all know who it is. Put your L's up for the fastest woman in the world right now. Sha'Carri Richardson, who came from behind. After all y'all threw in the trash, y'all dogged out, said she made excuses, she was on drugs, going crazy. Well, shout out to Sha'Carri Richardson for staying strong, staying in the pocket, for being extraordinary, for being elite, for being tenacious. You deserve a yeet.
Hey, B. Jones, on that relay, that second leg on the 4x1, saved them.
Who ran it?
TT. It's something TT, but she had to go get Frazier. She had to go get Price. She had to go try to catch her. That's the only reason they won that.
I thought they got disqualified.
That's a 4x4.
Oh, the one we was guaranteed to win was the 4x4. Oh no! Wait, yeah.
No, we weren't guaranteed to win that one. New Zealand,
wasn't it?
No, she didn't race this time.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, back to me. So, KD, who you shouting out this week?
I'm gonna shout out my baby. She always applies pressure to me to make sure that I get stuff done, but then I have to do the same for her. And as I told y'all, she's got a boot on her leg, on her foot. She twisted her ankle in one of her soccer tournaments. And so just shout out to her for just keeping me going and just keeping me busy.
The other night, I was like, I don't see no boot. But anyway.
Looking like her daddy.
Yup. All right, KT, who you shouting out?
I want to give a shout out to first DeSoto football for going down to Allen and just stomping a mud hole in them. Then I want to give a shout out to my son Cam. That was his first band performance.
Okay.
B. Jones was it now? You just saw him dancing. It wasn't nothing to really brag about.
Not B. Jones, his son. B. Jones,
my son.
Okay.
He's out there, with his trombone. He's out there trying to dance. And We got some dance lessons coming, but the fact that he's trying to come out this shell and on the field, he did a really great job, him and the band. So shout out to the DeSoto Eagles band and football.
All right, I'm gonna have to come check out the next game. I want to see this. I need to look college football.
Well, as for my 2-minute warning, we got a big weekend ahead. Tomorrow night, I will be at Plano to support a kid that came on the You Got Next show named Jeffrey Sekula. On Friday night, Kevin and I will be going to Tyler for the Tyler Legacy versus Tyler High game, which is supposed to be their rivalry game. That's going to be a big one. And then on Saturday, we are going to Houston for the John Lucas 160. It's going to be a amazing camp. It's going to have some of the best hoopers all over the state of Texas and the country who have been invited down to participate in Houston. So we got a big weekend.
All right. I would like to shout out, man, look, if y'all ever in a car wreck, call the car wreck cowboy. I want to give a shout out to my boy, Dot Montgomery, the car wreck cowboy, because he gave a referral for something for another attorney, and that attorney just kicked some butt yesterday. So shout out to him for that referral. I surely appreciate it. Let's see what else. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to everybody that came to the party and had a good time. And shout out to my bank account because it just needs to be shouted out right now.
Hey, as far as the draft goes, y'all, I can't cancel the draft, so I guess it's just gonna draft teams and have to figure out a way to reset it after that. I don't know. It won't let me change the draft date.
Just do another league, and we'll just
if I have to, I'll just do that. But I got a feeling I should be able to reset it after we draft, though.
I don't think you can, though. I think once it's drafted, that's it. I think you can cancel the league. You should be able to delete it. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, we got to work on who we're gonna have in the league. Let's go.
All of y'all keep talking, y'all. All right, here we go.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.